Viewers, over to Sri Lanka now, where we are receiving visuals from Colombo, where civilians in massive numbers are protesting near the president's secretariat over the economic crisis in the country. The civilians are demanding the resignation of the incumbent president, that is Gotabaya Rajapaksa. And you can see here, right in front of the beach face of Colombo, where the president's residence is and also the old Sri Lankan parliament, there is a massive protest ongoing. Sri Lanka is, of course, in the midst of a complete economic shambles. There is a massive cash flow problem, is what we are given to believe, because the Sri Lankan economy is in such doldrums on a number of issues that they do not have currently the means to feed their citizens, to fuel their vehicles, and also to purchase other important equipment and also medicines as well as health materials. And right now you can see there is a protest ongoing to remove Gotabaya Rajapaksa from his position as president. Viewers, and also as the situation in Sri Lanka continues to spiral out of control, protests like we've just seen in Colombo have now become a common spectacle, with pressure being mounted on the Sri Lankan president to tender his resignation. And also amidst the unfolding economic situation, many Sri Lankan Tamils are beginning to seek refuge here in India. Here is a comprehensive report.
Sri Lanka is facing its worst economic crisis since gaining independence. Thousands laid siege to the capital of Colombo, demanding the debt-ridden nation's president, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, to resign. In the past few weeks, the island nation witnessed long lines of people waiting to buy fuel, cooking gas, food, and medicines. Massive anti-government protests turned into an all-night vigil as over 10,000 demonstrators gathered at the galley-faced Green Urban Park.
I am reporting from Colombo. There are Sri Lanka, a lot of people now protesting, massive crowd in the gold-faced green, demanding President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to step down from the presidency.
With calls for an end to the impasse brought about by the country's political instability, there has been an exodus of Sri Lankan Tamils who are fleeing to India. 19 Sri Lankan Tamils, including 7 women and 5 children, reached the shores of Tamil Nadu this morning in 2 batches, taking the number of families to 5. Predicting a worse economic situation, former Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that even India's credit line for fuel will run out latest by second week of May.
Economic crisis has led to a political crisis. What is happening is a disaster to the country. For 2 years, the government ignored the economic issues. I remember when we left in 2019, there was a surplus. We were able to get a surplus on the primary budget, and there was money to pay the debts. What happened is really the issue, and people have to be held responsible.
From appointing a new central bank governor to hiking interest rates by 7% to tackle rising inflation, it remains to be seen how the problem is solved, with Sri Lanka's main opposition party now all set to move a no-confidence motion against the president. Agency report for Republic TV.